Hello, everyone. Happy Monday to you. Today is Monday, May 9th, 2022. And I am Angela with Happy Little Stitch Shop. And I am so happy to be here with you guys today. Happy belated Mother's Day to everybody. Did all of you have a happy Mother's Day? And did you get to do something fun? Let's see who is here. Today's our cross stitch floss tube. So I've got some cross stitch stuff to share with you today. And then on Thursdays is our quilting live stream. So we will talk about quilting on Thursday. But let's see who is here today. Hello, Felicia. Happy Monday to you too. Hello, Lori. Hello, Jen. Hello, Patty. Natalie. Hello. Hot and humid day today. Okay, so it has done like a complete flip-flop here. Like it's crazy. It has completely flipped. It was dreary and rainy and cold last week. And then all of a sudden, today it's like supposed to be 80. Like all week this week, it's supposed to be in the 80s here. It's crazy. Like all of a sudden it's summer. Where did spring go? I feel like we didn't really even have it. Hello, Gayleen. I hope all of our moms had great Mother's Days yesterday. What did you guys do? Did anybody do anything special? Hello, Kathy. Hello, Pamela. Pamela also hopes that all the mothers had great Mother's Day. Hello, Susan. Hello, Sherry. Snowy. Sherry, are you getting snow? Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Hello, Jody. Beautiful day and week here in Kentucky. Let's bale some hay. Yippee, said the farmer. Not me, not so much. Oh my gosh. I have some hay bale stories to tell. Oh my goodness. Hello, Jacqueline. Hello, Ruth. Thank you, Angela, for the fastest service around. You are welcome. Hello, Diane from beautiful Illinois, home of Monmouth College. Hello, Sue. Happy friend. Hello, happy friends. Good to be with you all today. You too. Hello, Kim. Hello, Lonnie. Hello, Becky. Hello, Tammy13. Hello. We've missed you. You have been a busy lady. Hello, Kathy from Central Ohio. Hello, Vicki. So good to see you. Susan says, I sure do like these awesome live videos. A fun time with my fellow Stitchers. I am so happy to hear that. Sometimes I think that, well, I think I've told you guys this before. I sit here and I think, people have got to be bored with me. Like, I'm pretty sure people are bored. I've got to figure out something else to liven this up. So it's good to hear that you are not bored with me and that you enjoy the videos. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, Laura from Washington State. Debbie, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Debbie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Do you have big birthday plans? Are you going to do something fun to celebrate you? Hello, Amy. Tammy13, are you getting sick, Angela? I hope not. I made it on Monday. Yay. I'm not getting sick. Do I sound like I'm sick? I am not getting sick. It's not happening. And I hope I don't sound like I'm sick. Does my sniffling bother you, Tammy? Sue, hello. Hello, Debbie. Crazy weather is supposed to be 100 in Oklahoma. Oh my goodness. Patty, cookout with all the kids and grandkids yesterday. That sounds pretty nice. Cheryl, I had a wonderful Mother's Day. I got a happy little Stitch Up gift certificate. Yay! That's so exciting. Darlene, happy Monday to you too. Jen, my oldest, and I went for pedicures and lunch. Oh, pedicure. That sounds so nice. Then chocolate caramel apples and home to stitch together all afternoon. That sounds lovely, Jen. Chris says, hello from sunny Florida. Vicky, good afternoon. Home of St. Olaf and Carleton colleges and the defeat of Jesse James days. Oh my goodness. Minnesota. Kim, hello. Hi, Angela and friends. Never bored. Well, thank you. Hello, Laura. Suzak, hello. I hope everyone had a great Mother's Day, says Suzak. Debbie, never bored, always like Stitchy Talk. Love singing to me. We celebrated Mother's Day and my VD yesterday with daughters and fam. Oh, I was like, what do I need to know what that is? BD, not VD. Okay. Well, that sounds lovely too. You got 2 in 1. Natalie, we went out to eat and then came home and stitching on Patriotic Small. I love it. Julie, hello from the UK. I'm glad it's sunny over there. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Laura T. Unfortunately, my daughter had to work, but it actually worked out great. I got a whole day to stitch. Tammy 13, I'm catching up on my chickens. You just sounded like you were an absolute sniffle. Sniffle right on. You're working on your chickens. I got my little baby chick feet embroidered yesterday. So I did that yesterday. And some other stuff. But that was one of the things that I accomplished because I was like, oh, I kind of wish I hadn't saved all that embroidery for the end. But it did go quick. Somebody out here said, oh, those chicken feet go quick. And it did go pretty quick. And somebody else had also said that it wasn't lining up right, the embroidery diagrams. And by gosh, you were certainly right. So I just kind of made it up as I just kind of drew it on the way that made sense. Martha, hello from sunny San Jose. Thank you, Angela, for the spin and twirl kit. Oh, good. The fabric is so cute. Now, don't forget, Martha, that's a free pattern on Riley Blake Designs website. I have it here, like right here. It's a free pattern on Riley Blake Designs website. So don't forget that. So grateful. Hello. Barbara, hello. Amy, hello. Super windy here in Wisconsin. I tried to play with my grandkids outside and almost blew away. It's no joke. It is so windy. I was walking to the car from the shop and I turned the corner and all of a sudden it was like, whoosh. I was like, holy cow. And then we drove home. And when we were getting out of the car, my little one said, are we going to blow away? I was like, no, we're not going to blow away. But she was legit worried about us blowing away because it is really windy here today. Working on Fall on the Farm number 4, the apple one. Oh, that one is so cute. Pick your own, right? That's the one. It's pick your own. That one is so cute. Okay, so we had a good weekend. It was a good Mother's Day. It was a good weekend. I honestly kept forgetting that this weekend was Mother's Day because it feels like it's super early this year. Like, I think this year is the earliest that it can possibly be. So it felt like it was super early this year and I just kept spacing it. And then on Friday afternoon, finally, once I was done at the shop, I finally got in touch with my mom. I had talked to my dad last week, but I hadn't been able to connect with my mom. And so I finally talked to her and was like, oh my gosh, this weekend is Mother's Day. And I was figuring out how my weekend was going to look. And Joan was there and she said, you're not going to work this weekend, are you? And I was like, well, we got this to do and this to do. And I was planning on it. And she's like, it's Mother's Day weekend. And I thought, oh, it is. Like, I knew it, but I kept forgetting about it. And so Saturday we went down to visit the grandparents. So we visited my parents and we visited my husband's mom. And we have not been down there for forever. And it was so nice to just go down there and hang out. We helped with like getting, patio furniture carried up to the patio and stuff like that, and picking up the yard a little bit and stuff like that. And then we played cards and my little one had a nap at my parents' house. She slept in the room that I used to sleep in. And it was funny because she was kind of complaining. She didn't want to go down for a nap. And my oldest, who had a very late soccer game the night before, said, I'll go lay down with you. And so I went back to get them up because they were kind of sleeping late. And so I went back to check on them and both of them were conked out in this room. So I had to run and get my camera and take a picture. They were both like out like a light. And then we went over to my mother-in-law's and hung out with her and we were just able to sit down and chat, which we have not done in the longest time. And then yesterday was kind of just a lay low kind of day. I was in here getting a lot of stuff done. What did I do? Oh, I made myself a flower for Mother's Day right there. I made that, and finished up the chicken, and then I did not get any stitching done, so I was bummed about that. It seems like the day just went really fast. Went for, like, a walk with my husband and my little one, and kids made me breakfast in bed. That's kind of a tradition for Mother's Day. They get such a kick out of making me breakfast in bed, and so, um, it used to be that all of them were so little and they'd carry little things up to the bedroom, and they were so careful not to spill what they were carrying. It was like a big, huge deal. And this time everybody carried stuff up, and then it was kind of neat because some of the older ones just hung out and sat and talked with me. And like my husband went back downstairs to finish making breakfast for other people, and my little one went with them, and then some of the older ones just kinda hung out and wanted to chat for a while, so that was kinda nice. It's different as they get older. Um, and that was about it. And then my husband and I watched a movie last night. That's about it. Hello, Tina, super hot in South Texas. Hello, Sandy. I hope you all had a wonderful Mother's Day. Mine was really good. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. I hope everybody had a good Mother's Day. And then this week is our anniversary, our wedding anniversary at the end of this week. 22 years. So it's like Mother's Day, anniversary, boom, boom. So that's kind of exciting. I wonder if we're going to do something for that. I don't know. Um, and then this morning was busy, and so I don't have a lot of stitching progress to share with you, but I did pull stuff just to share with you where I'm at with it, even though I may not have gotten stitches in on it this week. And then I have a couple new things to share with you that arrived at the shop. And I think that's it. I didn't even get a newsletter out today. So that's how behind I am. So a newsletter should be coming. I want to try to find out if we're going to have a Moda new release party this week. I haven't heard from them yet when the stuff is going to arrive. So I'm trying to coordinate the release party around the arrival of the fabric pieces that they're sending to me. So keep an eye out for that. That might be kind of last minute because I have to do the live and then I have to turn around and get those fabric pieces back to them. So keep an eye out for that. Hello, Jacqueline. Just made my reservation for This Is the Day. Yay. So I hope to get out there and add some more stitch alongs to our website because we're wrapping up some. And so I'm going to try to take your guys' recommendations and requests for a series that you want to stitch and get more stitch along reservations out there when I have a minute to sit down and do that. So let's talk about stitching, what I'm in the middle of stitching. And I have 2 charts that arrived, and I've got some granny square stuff to share with you. Okay, so I am in the middle of stitching. Tammy says, when is This Is the Day coming out? So the stitch along is starting in September. It's going to be like that was the one that won the March Sampler Madness. And so that's going to be our sampler stitch for September, although we are technically doing 2 because we tossed in the Prairie Life sampler, which we're also starting in September. And I will give you guys a little tidbit of information that I'm working with Legacy Fiber Arts for the cloth for the Prairie Life sampler stitch along that we're doing. So they're going to be dyeing some cloth for us for that in both. I think the 2 options are 16 and 32 count. So I'm excited about that. And the Legacy Fiber Arts cloth Restock has arrived. I haven't had a chance to cut it up and get it kitted and like ready online yet, but my goal is to try to get that done this week. So keep an eye out for that. And in this shipment, for those of you who are waiting for 40 count linen, 40 count linen is included in this shipment. So that will be listed as well. Sandy, so did I miss the reveal? You did not miss it. I haven't said anything yet. I was kind of waiting to see if somebody would ask. What is This Is the Day? Oh, let me tell you. So This Is the Day is a cross-stitch sampler by Plum Street Samplers. And it was the chart that won our March Sampler Madness game that we played. Let me see if I can find the picture. This is the day. Here it is. It's beautiful. It's really, really pretty. This is what it looks like. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. It's not worded exactly like that, but that's how I know it. But that's the gist of it. So that's This Is the Day sampler, and that stitch along will be starting in September for a sampler start in September. And let me just show you Prairie Life while we're talking about it. Oops, I missed it. Oh, there it is. This is Prairie Life by Heartstring Samplery, inspired by Laura Ingalls Wilder. So it's kind of a tribute to the Ingalls family and Little House on the Prairie. So that one we are starting in September as well. And then, of course, don't forget that we have Classic Colorworks Floss League that people, is open for people to join. We also have Weeks Dye Works Floss League, which is open for people to join. And then we have some other ones coming up, like some single ones coming up. So this is the day. That's what it is. That just reminded me, not cross-stitch related, but is there a reservation somewhere for Stitchy Birds by Teresa Kogut? There is. The Fat Quarter Bundle is on the website to be reserved. So if you search for Stitchy Birds on happylittlestitchshop.com, then you should see that Fat Quarter Bundle reservation coming up. I will have the entire collection in the shop. So yardage for the entire collection will be here. But there is a reservation out there for the Fat Quarter Bundle. Hello, Kara. Betsy says, hello, everyone. Logging in for the live for a bit on a super boring day at work. Oh, no. Sandy says, that is really pretty. It is so pretty. Happy birthday to Debbie. What is the sampler stitched on? This is the day stitched on? I feel like it's stitched on. I don't know what the sample is stitched on without having the chart here in front of me, but our options for our stitch alongs for This Is the Day is either 16 or 32 count. Susan, I can so understand your dilemma about Garden of Quilts. I am such a homebody. Me too. Tammy 13, I just have been noticing that people have been stitching it. That's why I thought it is out already. So the chart is released, yes, and I will be having it in the shop for individual sale. So it is available. And it will, like I said, it'll be at the shop for individual sale, but we're also doing the stitch along. And if you're part of the stitch along, then it starts in September and you'll get the whole kit for it. Hello, Carla. Teresa jumping on for a moment with a thumbs up, watching your grandchild, so never know for how long. I get that. Hello, Tracy. Good morning. How are you? Okay, so Sandy, I'm not ignoring your question. Hello, Colleen. How are you? Are you doing okay? I have been thinking about you lots, and I hope that things are well. Natalie, I have finished the house of This Is the Day, so may do the Prairie one. Oh, nice. Join us for Prairie. Lori Holt's stitching along with us. And Colleen, are you stitching on with us on that? I feel like maybe you might be. So we have some people stitching with us for that. I'm good. So is Cheryl. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy to hear that. How scary, like how horrifying. Barbara says, believe that This Is the Day, which was a Nashville New York Market release, is stitched on 36 or 40. Oh yeah, that could be right. 36 or 40 count Barb's Brew. Wait, what are we? The Prairie Life, are you stitching that with us? We're doing a stitch along in September. I know that Lori Holt is stitching with us, but I can't remember. It's by Heartstring Samplery, and it's kind of inspired by Little House on the Prairie. Let me see if I still have it up. I do still have it up. This is what it looks like. So it's right there. The Prairie Life by Heartstring Samplery. Reservation made, says Stephanie. Yay. Oh, yes, you are. Oh, good. Oh, good. Yeah, I thought maybe you were. You had popped into my mind that you were. Okay, so I'm not ignoring your question, Sandy. All signs are pointing to yes. So I hesitate to say absolutely yes because I haven't booked a flight yet and I haven't reserved anything. I haven't bought my tickets yet. So I need to do all of those things. I've kind of been monitoring flights to see if there's any fluctuation in them before I commit. But all signs are pointing to yes, that I will likely be going to Garden of Quilts. I will not tell you definitively until I have everything secured and booked. But it's looking like it's probably going to happen, which makes me go, oh my gosh. But it's funny because I was dragging my feet. My husband kept saying, you think you should go? Some of my kids were like, yeah, I think you should go. And then I talked to my mom on Friday and I was telling her about it for the first time because we hadn't had a chance to really connect. And I thought for sure, because my mom and I are similar in thinking sometimes. And so I thought for sure, not all the time, but sometimes. So I thought for sure she'd be like, no, you can't go with the little one. Like, no, you can't do that. And she was completely the opposite. She was like, Angela, you should go. She was kind of like, I don't understand what you're even thinking about. Like, you should go. And there were times, when for work, when you were little, I had to go and I had to stay overnight. It's not like you're going to be gone for 2 weeks. You're not going to be gone for that long. So then I came back and I told my husband, he thought that she would kind of go along with, I don't know that you should go. And when I told him, he was like, really? And I said, yes. And he goes, all right. So I guess all signs are pointing to yes. So yes. Oh, Natalie, what does the verse on Prairie say? It says, it's kind of a cool verse. It says, the real things haven't changed. It is still best to be honest and truthful, to be happy with simple pleasures, and have courage when things go wrong. That's what the verse says. Barbara says, how exciting. I want to see a picture of you meeting the one and only Lori Holt. Sandy says, woot, woot, it'll be so fun. Sue says, so happy for you. Darlene says, I agree with your mom 100%. Betsy says, yay, Garden of Quilts. We should get a group to book the afternoon tea together. So I don't even know when everything is. I don't even know. I need to go look at all of that stuff. But it's funny. My mom was like, I literally have been here all of the time since my oldest was born 15 years ago. The only time that I have been away from my children, like overnight, is when they have slept over at other people's homes or when I have been in the hospital having more children. That's the only time. And so everybody's like, I think it's time. I think you're due, which for the older kids, it doesn't bother me. It bothers me for my little one. Martha says, that's great, Angela. I'm so happy for you. Jacqueline says, wish I could go. Stephanie says, I was going to be strong and not sign up for the Prairie Life so long, but the more you talk about it, the more I'm thinking I have to. I'm excited about that one. I think it's really cute. And I love the saying on it too. Sign up, Stephanie. Just do it. Just do it, Stephanie. Okay. So that's my update. I did say to you that I would tell you today about Garden of Quilts. So I've kept my word to you, and that's the plan right now, unless something crazy pops up. But I need to start securing things. So that's the next step. Felicia says, you are going to have the best time, Angela. I'm doing the Prairie Sampler with you. Yay, Susan. Sandy says, I know it's hard to leave them, but it will only be for 4 days and it's one time throughout the year. I know. And I don't even think I'm going for the whole time. Like, I don't think I'm going to be there Wednesday. The other thing is I have to just check, the kids' schedules, which I don't think anything is going to be happening that early in the school year. So I don't think that I will be there Wednesday, and I likely won't be there for most of the day Thursday. But once things start to firm up, we will definitely plan, some type of gathering to at least meet for anybody who's going to be there. So that's a for sure that needs to happen. So we'll figure that all out once things get firmed up. Natalie says, I'm having a hard time deciding. Also, it is hard, my friend. I can totally relate with you. Stephanie, our new house is bigger with more wall space, so I need to fill up those. That's right. You sure do. You sure do. That is so exciting. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a little quick peeks at all of those stitches that I'm in the midst of right now. That doesn't mean that I've made much progress on them, because there's been a lot of catching up that has needed to be done elsewhere. And so I have not gotten a lot of stitching done lately. So I'm a little bummed about that. And I'm looking forward to getting back on the stitching bandwagon. So first up, as you guys know, I have jumped back on the bandwagon for Brick House, the Brick House Sampler by With Thy Needle and Thread. So that's this one. And I am on the house. I'm on the white part of the house. All that white brick trim is what I'm working on right now. This went surprisingly fast. Like, I don't know, it went faster than I think I thought it was going to go. So, and I don't know, we'll have to see once I get to those flowers down at the bottom, if I feel like doing those or not. I'm not sure. We're going to see how it goes. But that's Brick House. And I'm kind of liking that. I'm stitching this on 28 count mushroom Lugana, 2/2, and I'm enjoying it. I am looking forward to getting back to getting some stitching time in, because it's been lacking lately. Everybody goes through that, right? I'm not the only one. I think everybody goes through ebbs and flows of stitching time. That's how I'm feeling. Darlene says, so beautiful. Thank you, Darlene. Kim says, I'm so happy you are going, Angela. You will have a great time, and happy early anniversary to you, and happy thank you. 22 years is nothing to sneeze at. I'm catching up because I'm at school today and listening on break. Oh, nice. Nice. Sandy says, I have to admit, I was really nervous when I paid for everything and securing the hotel. It's so far out, and anything can happen between now and then. That is so true. I was thinking the same thing. I was just, as I've been kind of looking at it, the same thought has been crossing my mind. But yet you almost need to do it that far in advance. Otherwise, those prices are just going to shoot up from what I hear, the closer that it gets. Judy says, sorry, I just joined in today. I have a question. I'm attaching. You're stitching A Year in the Woods. Yes. Okay, this is another one that I'm in the midst of. This is Christmas List, My Christmas List by Silver Creek Samplers. And I'm stitching this on 32 count linen called Water Lily. And this is where I'm at. I'm doing 2/2 with this one. I guess I did get some stuff done down here. So I'm on Christmas Blessing. So it's cute. I like this one. Maybe I'll actually get this done this year. I mean, I started it just before Christmas last year. So I think it's not like I've been working on it for years and not getting it done. But if I get to be more diligent about getting in stitching time. I think that that's possible to get that done this year. I really love that fabric, says Felicia. It is soft. Is it soft or does it have, it does have some stiffness to it. I don't know if you like soft or some of the more firm cloth, but that linen does have, it's by Wichell. And unless their linen says country French, if it says country French, then for any of their cloth, country French, whatever, then it's softer. It's very soft, but anything that doesn't say country French does have a little bit more stiffness to it. So it's more firm. And then it loosens up as you handle it. But yeah, it definitely has more firmness to it. Oh, you like a little more firm. So yeah, that cloth would work for you then. Nancy, quick watch after school and before a ball game on. Hope everyone is well. Hello, Nancy. I hope you are well too. You don't have enough fabric for the third one. No, I don't think you have. My fabric, okay, so my fabric shipments for stitch alongs has been off. It's been off for probably the last 6 months. It used to be that I had it very counted out. So if you needed fabric every other month, then you were invoiced for fabric every other month. If you needed fabric every third month, then you were invoiced for it every third month. And then cloth started to be delayed. Like I stopped being able to get it on time, number one. Number two, a lot of people, like I would order all this cloth, and then a lot of people would say, well, I don't want more cloth with it, or I'm going to use something different or whatever. And so then I'd be stuck with all this extra cloth. So I did not invoice for more cloth for this one. But I do have more in the shop for that. So Judy, if you want some, I do have some left from the last time. It's just a little confusing because I don't know who wants cloth or who doesn't want cloth. And so then if I purchase it all and then I get stuck with a ton of extra cloth, so it's kind of gotten a little muddy. Like the water has gotten a little muddy and I don't know, if I should be invoicing people for it or not. So I do have more of that tarnished cloth. If you want it, just let me know and I can send you an invoice for it or add it to your invoice or do whatever you want. But I do have more of it available. I think in both the 16 and the 32 count, I have more available. So no, you didn't do anything wrong. I think that it's been working out that way for other people too, because I have heard from a few other people. Martha says, I finished the family time in the car, so I'm on the turkey part of Christmas list. Oh, nice. Okay. Just send me an email, Judy, and let me know which count you need. And then I can just send you an invoice for that and get it out the door to you. Because I do have more of that in the shop. I have it available for you in like my stitch along stash for anybody who needs it. Okay, and then this one, Fall on the Farm. I am not far with this series, and I'm kind of bummed about it because I was really looking forward to stitching this one. And I don't quite know what it is. Like, I feel like, I don't know. There's something that's just feeling off about it for me. I don't know if it's the cloth, although I like the cloth. I think the cloth is really pretty. Maybe with this cloth, I should try stitching 1/2 instead of 2/2. I don't know. But I'm going to stick with it. And this is where I'm at. This is Farm Fresh chart number 1. That's all the farther that I am. But I'm going to stick with it. We'll keep making progress on these things. We'll keep plugging along. I'm really excited to get to the pick your own because I think that one is adorable. And it brings back memories for me of my grandma's apple trees. We were always out there picking up apples. Picking up apples. Oh, okay, that I need to finish. I am getting close. I have my fabric cut to finish my last stitch card set D. So these are all from stitch card set D. I have one more left to do. I have the watering can, and then I'm going to get all those sewn up into pillows. So I have one left, and then we're ready to move on to stitch card set E, which should be arriving to you guys now. Laura says, okay, all signed up. I remember in 2nd grade starting to read the Little House books. I read them all to my have read them all multiple times to my kids. Anytime we go camping, we would take we have two like coffee table books of Little House in the Big Woods and Little House on the Prairie, the second one. So books 1 and 2. And whenever we would go camping, we would take those with and we would read them every night. We would read from those books. I love the truck on number 4. Me too. I love that truck too. I'm excited to get to that one. Okay. And then Savior's Praise. This is my Sabbath stitch by Shakespeare's Peddler. And it's super, super pretty. And I'm bummed that the last couple Sundays I have not set aside the time to stitch on it. So I need to get back to this because I miss stitching it. So that's where I'm at on that. That basket is busy. There's a lot of counting to get all of that stem work in there. But that's where I'm at. I think I mixed it up and I started to do off on the side a little bit just to take a break from the stem work in the basket. But this one I am really loving and I am looking forward to continue to stitch on it. Kim is already done. Oh my gosh. She said, I'm going to wait for you so that we can finish it together. And I was like, I don't know if you want to say that. I don't know if you want to commit to that because you could be waiting for a while. Oh, I forgot to put my pattern back in there. Okay. And then yesterday, instead of stitching, I was in here sewing and I really wanted to play with some of the new chunky thread colors that arrived. You're working on it today, Laura? Don't you love it? It's fun. Look at this poor bag. It's so full. It is filled up. It's filled up. Okay, So I wanted to play with some of these new colors that arrived. So the 6 brand new colors from Lori have released and they're here. So terracotta, leaf. My little one could not wait to, this one rolled kind of funky. Raisin, pebble, jade. Where's the other one? Songbird, so pretty. So those are the 6 new colors that have arrived. They've been wound already. They don't come like this. They come on skeins, but I've already wound mine. So I couldn't wait to start playing with them. But then I made the mistake last night of, well, it wasn't a mistake. I don't mean it like that. But I really wanted to play with some of the other colors. But I asked my husband, I said, well, go ahead and pick, 4 colors and, I'll make a block. And so he picked 4, but he didn't pick the 4 that I would have picked. So I didn't get to play with the colors that I wanted to play with. Jen says, for You're in the Woods, the jackrabbit switches to new fabric. So we aren't getting any more for the series. If not, is there a similar style fabric in different color for the next 3 months? So I can work on that. But the problem was that fabric was Picture This Plus, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. And I had reached out and contacted them and they said that they are behind like 6 months or something like that. So there was no way for me to get that fabric. But we could definitely look into other fabric and switch every 3 months. That's not a problem. So I'll start looking into that. Kara says, I love that bag. Thank you so much. It's from my friend Jen. She made it for me and I love it. I really do love it. Flat tire yesterday, so decided to give it some love today. Oh, that's good. I'm trying this crochet for the first time. We shall see. Oh, stick with it. You're going to love it. Okay, so I've been adding a little bit. I don't have many granny squares, but I'm still plugging away. These are not the new colors. This is, I don't remember all of them. I feel like Vivid, Lipstick, Denim, and Brick. and then gray on the outside. I'm doing all of my outer borders in gray. I think this is Lipstick Aqua, Spring Green or Riley Green, and Denim. This is Beehive, Brick Beehive, Vivid Lipstick, and gray. This is Pumpkin, Riley Red, Basil, Denim, and gray. This one is Peony, Riley Aqua, Beehive, Riley Red, and Riley Gray. This one is Denim, Vivid, Beehive, Riley Aqua, and Riley Gray. And this one's a new one that I just did. This is Basil, Aqua, Pumpkin, Beehive, and Riley Gray. And then this is the one my husband picked from some of the new colors. So he picked Pebble, Denim, Raisin, Terracotta, and Riley Gray. So that's the one he picked for me to make. So I keep plugging away for our Granny Square Along with Lori Holt this summer, starting in June. It's going to be fun. I'm excited about it. And I think I've told you a few times before, but we have all the individual things listed in the shop. So your set of crochet hooks are listed individually in the shop. Your point protectors, which work like this on your scissors, are listed individually in the shop. As soon as that blocking board is available, I will get those kits together and offer those again. This set of stitch markers are listed in the shop individually. All of these things, if you're waiting for the kit, you'll get all of these things in the starter kit with the blocking board. But if you don't want to wait and you want to get them individually, then they're available. These are the yarn needles. I think these are so cute. These are listed in the shop. And these are the rust-proof blocking pins. These are listed in the shop too. So all of that stuff is in the shop, ready to ship. Lori says, hi, I got 2 gift cards for Mother's Day from your shop. Lori, that makes me so happy. Saving them for Blackbird Designs yardage. Yes, I've gotten lots of questions lately if I'm carrying the Blackbird Designs collection. It's called Threads That Bind. And yes, I will have the complete collection here as soon as it ships. So you'll see stuff is starting to trickle in. I'm expecting pre-cuts to arrive this week, like towards the end of this week, maybe early next week. But pre-cuts are on the way to me. I have not gotten shipment notification for yardage yet. And typically yardage is a little bit after pre-cuts. So I'm hoping it's coming soon. But yes, that complete collection will be in the shop. Jen says, okay, I'm still on the fox anyway. Maybe by the time I finish him and the swans. Oh, I wish they wouldn't even let me order. They said, we can't take any more orders. We are so far behind that we're not even taking any more orders. I wanted to order a bunch with them and they told me no, because they're too far behind. It is kind of a man block, isn't it, Tammy? When he picked the colors, I was like, okay. But it's still cute. Like, even though these aren't colors that I would have picked, this is still an awesome block. It reminds me a little bit of the 1970s. It reminds me of an Afghan that my mom once made that had this kind of terracotta color in it, and then some yellows and oranges and browns and cream. But it's still super cute, even though these wouldn't be the colors that I would lean towards. And that's why. So Lori said she's going to have a game, like a color picking game, I think, for the Granny Square Along that we're doing this summer. And so I don't just want to make something with colors that I would always tend to go towards. I want it to be like a variety of stuff. So that's why I keep asking my family to pick different colors, because they might pick stuff that I wouldn't necessarily pick. And I like that about it. But I think Lori said that she's going to do color picking game for the Granny Square Along this summer. And so I'm kind of curious. I'm excited to see what that's all about. To get some, different color varieties in there that I wouldn't normally pick myself. And I for sure need that crochet bag panel bag and the cute little crochet hook thing. So those are going to be back in stock at some point. I already ordered them. I know they're out of stock now, but I already ordered them. And I hope to snag one for myself the next time around. Martha says, oh, wait. Jen says, so are you already making squares toward the summer project or practicing and waiting for directions from Lori when we start? I am making squares towards the summer project. I'm just like making a bunch of squares. And then I'm waiting for further instruction, but I plan on using all of these squares towards whatever I'm doing. And if the project is completely different than what I'm set up for, which I don't think it is, I don't think that it is. I think that what I'm doing is on track with what's coming. But I kind of plan to turn that into an Afghan and just connect all those squares into a big old Afghan for our couch. So that's what I'm thinking. But I am curious as to how the whole Granny Square Along thing is going to be run and what that's going to look like and what kind of fun Lori has planned for us, because I'm excited about it. So this will go towards likely an Afghan. And then depending on how the Granny Square Along goes, I'll just make more for that. So it's practice / likely an Afghan. Martha says, your crochet blocks look great. Thank you. Love learning. And I now know how. Yes, it is so relaxing. It is so relaxing. That's why yesterday I was trying to listen to myself. Sometimes I think we as women often think of, okay, what needs to be done? And then that's kind of how you plan your day out. And yesterday I really tried to listen to, okay, what do you feel like doing? Do you feel like stitching today? Do you feel like doing this? Some of it was still, okay, I need to get these done and I will just feel better if I know that they're done. But then I really just felt like crocheting yesterday. And so I listened to that and I did that instead of thinking, well, I should really get this done instead of sitting and crocheting. But I really felt like crocheting yesterday because it is relaxing. Debbie says, I have 20 squares made. Can't wait for new colors you sent to incorporate in next 20. Yes, I know. They're so pretty and they play so well with the other colors. So I'm excited to put some blocks together with a mixture of everything. I love all your stitches and your granny squares. Well, thank you, Sandy. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I have 2 new charts that have arrived in the shop to share with you. Some quick notes because I won't see you till Thursday. Cozy Christmas quilt kit. Invoices went out on Friday. So that got done earlier than anticipated. So I'm very excited about that. Plaid Pines and Farmhouse Star quilt kits. They are being finished up right now. So I think, be able to invoice for those tonight. So if you reserved either the Plaid Pines quilt kit or the Farmhouse Star or both, invoices should be coming for those over the next couple days, possibly tonight or sometime over the next couple days. And the Farmhouse Star So Long starts at the end of this month. So we're for sure getting that ready for you right away. The patterns just arrived today. We had the kits already cut, so we're just stuffing the patterns and then it'll be ready to go out the door. So I just wanted to put a little bug in your ear about that. Felicia says, so excited for Cozy Christmas. Me too. So we're going to have a little Christmas in July fun. Not just with Cozy Christmas, but there's another Christmas quilt that was on the docket for last year and it didn't happen. So we're going to crank that out as well and have some fun making some Christmas stuff. Okay, so 2 new charts in the shop. First up is Blooming Tiny Town by Heart in Hand. It has arrived in the shop. Let me show you it that way. These Tiny Town series, it's so cute. Look at those clouds in the sky. Oh, it's so cute. So that's Blooming Tiny Town by Heart and Hand, new in the shop, ready to ship. And Bumblebee Kisses. Somebody had asked for this a few weeks ago. Bumblebee Kisses by Primrose Cottage Stitches has arrived and it's listed in the shop. Ready to stitch. It says Summer Wishes and Bumblebee Kisses. It's here. It's ready to ship. Oh, those cute teeny tiny buttons. Oh, yes. Look at that. Look at those little buttons. Those little flower buttons. And they're included in here. I can't show it to you because it's, well, maybe I can. Look, there they are. Cute little buttons. So cute. Okay, you guys, this is a quick one, but that's all I have for you today. Unless anybody has any questions. Otherwise, please remember to give us a thumbs up. Please remember to subscribe to our Happy Little Stitch Shop YouTube channel. Please ask questions if you have them, and I'll answer them before we wrap up. And I will see you guys again on Thursday for our quilting live stream this Thursday. So I'm excited about that. We do have lots of new stuff to share. And I am going to get the newsletter out hopefully tonight. We'll see how that comes together. Do you have This Is the Day by Plum Street Samplers? I apologize if you're no, a good question. I do not have the individual chart in yet, but I am getting it in, and we are hosting a stitch along for that chart that is starting in September. So with a stitch along, you'll get the chart, floss kit, and fabric for that. But if you just want the chart individually, it will be coming soon to Happy Little Stitch Shop. Darlene says, I want to stitch those houses, but I always do 14 count, so I'm nervous to try. Well, you could totally do this on 14 count. For sure. What is it stitched on? It's stitched on 32 count. You could for sure do 14 count for that. And it won't really be that much of a difference. It'll be minimal, very minimal difference. So you could definitely do that. Betsy says, do you know when the new month to month will be available? So I think that is releasing. I need to get a stitch along out there for that one because you guys have asked for that and I haven't put it out there yet. But I think, let me look, because I got an email from Priscilla. Month to month. It'll start releasing in June. So it releases in June. That means they'll ship it like June 3rd. It's in the August one releases in June. So likely our stitch along will start in July. And then it'll ship, like I will receive it at the beginning of June and then it will ship to you at the end of June. And it's going to be the August chart. So it's always going to be a month ahead. So in July, you'll be stitching August. In August, you'll be stitching September. But I will get that stitch along reservation out there. I don't have that out there yet. So it'll be available in June. And I will have it available also individually in the shop. So there will be a stitch along available if people want to do a stitch along. And it will be available separately in the shop if you just want the chart. You are welcome, Darlene. Yeah, that would totally work on 14 count, without a doubt. It's the 13th, so it's Friday the 13th, Martha. Sandy, I can't sew on linens either. My eyes aren't that good. Angela can figure out how much you need anytime to convert it to Ada. Yep. Yeah, it's never a problem. It's never a problem for me to figure that out. So anytime you want stuff converted to Ada, I'm happy to help you out with that. It's easy peasy, and almost anything. I won't say all charts can be converted to Ada easily because some of the ones that have specialty stitches, they don't convert as easily, but most charts can easily be done on Ada. So don't let that deter you from stitching it. If you see a chart you like, just reach out and ask if it can be done on Ada, and I can let you know. That's not a problem. So that's all I have for you. Was a shorter one today. So thank you guys so much again for coming and hanging out with me today. Thank you so much for your support of our happy little stitch shop. Our family really, really appreciates it. And I will tell you that time and time again because it's so true. Our gratitude is immense. And I will see you guys on Thursday. Keep an eye out for Moda new release party because I'm going to wait for that fabric to come and then we're going to have a new release party. There's some really fun stuff coming. Otherwise, I will see you on Thursday for our quilting live stream at 1:30 p.m. Central Time right here on Happy Little Stitch Up YouTube channel. Have a fabulous, fabulous week. Don't blow away if you're in the Midwest and enjoy the nice weather. Take care, everybody. Happy stitching.